Not all three-bar reversals are equal. Sometimes the pattern looks clean, but the entry is still too early because price hasn't reacted from the right location yet. So for me, the candle pattern is just one part of the setup. So before I enter, I want to see where it is happening and also how is price reacting. All right, so in this video, I'm going to show you how I decide if a three-bar reversal is valid or if it's still too early. Okay, so let's take a look at an example of a three-bar reversal that didn't work out in our favor. This will help us to determine which three-bar reversals are important and which ones we shouldn't place too much value on. Okay, so you can see here's one. We have a nice strong push up. We have a candle of indecision, and looks like we've got a pretty good confirmation candle. One of the things we always want to do is think about our confluences. Are we trading below the EMAs? No, this candle is not. When we look left, there isn't really a nice strong reaction that has happened here before. Okay, so we can see how this trade never made it down to TP for us. Okay, and then here's an area where we did get a nice strong push down. We are trading below the EMAs here. When we look left, we can see that we're right in a nice support turn resistance. So this would be more of an optimal trade. Okay, so it's opening bell and we have a strong push up on NAS. And we can see that it has swept some liquidity already. And so now we're going to wait to see what happens next. Okay, now we have our zone marked and we are going to use our path tool. So we saw price leave this demand zone and we saw it break a resistance area. And what we're expecting is for it to come back into this demand zone and then continue upward, continue to the upside. Okay, so we'll see if that happens. While we're waiting, we can add our confluences. Okay, we know that there was a strong push during open. We're trading above the EMAs. There's liquidity above. Okay, and so those are all reasons that we think price is going to come back down into demand and continue to the upside. Okay, so we'll see if that happens. So now we're waiting for price to come back into the demand zone and give us a buy signal. So we're waiting for either a three-bar reversal or an engulfing candle. So we're waiting for a retest. And so we're expecting it to come back into this zone. We also know that price could come back down to this 200 EMA, down into this area also. So we'll keep that in mind as well. So it could bounce or ricochet off of either this zone or it could come down to this zone. It looks like price is trying to push up. We do have some exhaustion wicks right here. We have a tap into the zone. We've got a green hammer, which is a good sign. But this candle here doesn't look very convincing. So let's wait just a few more minutes to make sure that we're going to close bullish. So we could also think about this as being our demand zone. So we're not entering the trade until we see our setup, and our setup has not presented itself yet. So we are not in a trade. We're just watching, waiting for our setup to occur. We had a push down at 10:15, a candle of indecision at 10:20, and our confirmation or engulfing candle at 10:25. And so this is an indication that it may be a good time to enter the trade. And so we'll go ahead and enter here. So we've already secured some profit. And now we're in a risk-free trade. We're trailing price as it goes up. Because we don't want to, just so that we can secure as much profit as possible. It's a risk-free trade, but we want to secure as much of the unrealized profit as possible. We know that NAS is a volatile indice. Okay, and you may want to go ahead and take the profit now because you can see that price is pushing away from this point because this is technically a little supply area here. It's the last push up before an aggressive push to the downside. And so you decide what you're comfortable with. And so there are decisions to make in terms of managing the trade as you're watching. And now what we'll do is take a screenshot so that we can save this for our journal. Okay. And there it is. All right. Good trade. If these simple structured trading ideas resonate with you, then join us. Be sure to subscribe. Trade mindfully.